Today, we're going to talk about the most important thing that you need to have in place before you'll ever have success with your business, and that's mindset. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Your Digital Mindset, the channel that is devoted to you, your online business, and especially your mindset. That's why my brand is called Your Digital Mindset. It's the mindset of the digital marketer. And that may sound cliche or whatever label you want to put on it, but it's so true. Until you have your mindset on success and you're not going to quit and you're going to have success, then you'll never, unless you just luck out, it'll never happen. You've got to make a decision. You've got to say, I'm going to do everything I can to succeed. And it takes some help sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to share what worked for me when I was first starting out, what was, got me over the first original humps of saying, you know what, I'm going to make this work. And I'm going to share the ones that I follow, but then you can take this and do whatever you want to with it as far as, okay, I heard what worked for him and maybe I'm going to go seek out something else. And I hope you get a lot of encouragement and get a lot of help with your mindset from me. No doubt about it. That's what I'm here for. But sometimes we need others to kind of supplement that and amend that and add the pieces of the puzzle that aren't quite working for us. So I'm going to share with you the ones that work for me. And once you start going down this track, so to speak, you might find some others that are more appealing to you. But these were so powerful for me. They were people that I listened to every day, multiple times a day, until I really got my business moving along to where I was really enveloped in my business to where I couldn't spend as much time with them. But they really got me on the track towards success. And it doesn't necessarily have a lot to do with running your business or how to do business online. It's mindset. It's all about the most important thing in our business. It's us and our mindset, because our mindset drives everything we do. Because you've heard the old phrase, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. So you've got to believe you can. And until you do that, you can't have success, because your mind will tell you you can't 1,000 different ways until you take it over and go, no, I'm going to do this. I can do this. I have what it takes. And if I can't do it alone, I'll find some help. That's another important thing. A lot of people don't, they pride. They say, well, they don't reach out for help. They say, oh, I'll figure it out. You'll spend your entire career trying to figure it out, and you'll never be running your business. You'll be learning this and learning that and learning this, and you'll never be able to put it all together. So stop trying to do that, please. I know I did it for years. I was like, I'm smart enough. I can do this. And I just sat there and learned all the time. And I never did have a business. I was just learning how to build a website, learn how to do email marketing, learning all this stuff. But I never did say, okay, let's start putting this out there for people to consume. So, and again, that's mindset. That's all mindset. So I'm going to share with you the people that work for me. And again, you can go and kind of blend this how you want to do it. So Ed Milet, super powerful, really a guy's guy. And of course, most of the ones I listen to are men, but I am going to mention this. I did, and I want to mention this before I even talk about any more names. Nothing to do with political. I don't have any political affiliation. I want to let you know that now. These are just people that the way they talked about mindset really spoke to me. I also want to mention something up front. Some people don't have any language in what they talk about. Some people do. I'm not a big fan. You'll never hear me say curse words on my channel or anything that I do. I'm not a big fan of it. In my opinion, it just shows our lack of vocabulary when we have to curse about everything. But some of these people do. Some of these people use curse words, and that's fine. It's a little bit of a turnoff for me, but it's outweighed by the rest of their content. Their content is very powerful. Ed's definitely not like that. I don't think I've ever heard Ed say a curse word. He might, though. I don't know. But anyway, Ed Milet, super powerful for getting you, when you get off, I think it's called, it's called max out. That's his max out with your mind. Of course, he's like a bodybuilder too, but he's a real fitness guy too. But he talks about maxing out your mind and getting the most. When you get done with those videos, you'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go conquer something. I'm ready to go, accomplish something, take action. Those are powerful. That's what you need. You need to make sure when you get off videos, when you're consuming all this content, they're feeding you, they're building you up. And I want to mention this. I can save you some time by telling you this. Minimize the people in your life that are not contributing to your success. And I know that's difficult sometimes, but you've got to make a conscious effort. If they're telling you you can't do it, you don't have what it takes to make, why are you doing that? That's no good. Minimize those people's effect, because they just don't understand, entrepreneurship or whatever you're trying to accomplish. Maybe you just want to be a better mom, better father, better teacher, better student, whatever you want to be better at. Some people take away from that drive. They're blocks in your path. So you have to minimize. I'm not talking about cut them out of your life. Sometimes you do have to. But if you can't cut them out of your life, you got to minimize them. You need to, they say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that can be online or off. So it's important if you do have those kinds in your offline world that are not contributing to your success, add some people online that are. Hopefully I'm one of them. But because I did a TikTok video the other day talking about, hey, you're the average of the top 5. Can I be in your 5? And I had a lot of people say, yes, I want you in my 5. So that was really cool. So anyway, that's what I'm getting at is, make sure that the things you're consuming are helping you progress. They're feeding your fire. They're keeping you going. And you can find that. There's a lot of that out there. And that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm sharing with you today is the people that did that for me, especially in the beginning. Ed Mylett, very powerful. Check him out. Mylett. Tom Bilyeu. Okay, Tom's one of those ones. He uses some colorful language sometimes. Tom Bilyeu, Bilyeu. I don't have any kind of affiliation with these guys other than they helped me. What they said super spoke to me in the beginning to where I was like, man, I am going to succeed. I am never going to quit. I don't care how long it takes, how many hurdles, how many downfalls, how many whatevers, I'm going to do this. Okay, so no matter what happened, no matter what made me feel like it wasn't working out, I didn't care because I was never going to quit. And these people helped me get that mindset. And that's part of the reason why I named my brand Your Digital Mindset. I think I'd been following them before I said, I'm going to name my brand that. It probably was part of their inspiration. And another thing is that I'd always been, I've been a digital marketer since '08, and I got a master's degree a few years ago in psychology. So then I was like, that's a good blend too. Mindset, digital marketing, digital mindset. So all this kind of worked together. But either way, I've always been a big fan of mindset and the human mind, obviously studying psychology. So anyway, so those two probably top 2 more modern influences for me. Next one, this is super powerful. You're going to see here some black and white. This is from like the 1950s. This is a powerful video. It's Earl Nightingale talking about the strangest secret. You want to consume this. This will totally open your eyes to help you unlearn some things you've been learning all your life. 31 minutes, probably the best 30 minutes you ever spend in your life. Earl Nightingale from the 1950s. And one of his peers, Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill talks about the laws of success. He's got 13 principles. You want to consume that. Again, this is from the 1950s as well. But Napoleon Hill went back and spoke to every huge magnate of the early 1900s, of the Industrial Revolution, Carnegie, Rockefeller, Ford. He went and spent time with all these people, and they all had these common themes. And he teaches that to you in these laws of success. I encourage you, and again, it's from the black and white 1950s, but those principles still ring as true today as they ever have. Okay? The human mind is still the same. It still needs to think the same things. It still needs to have the same drives. I want to give this disclaimer, is that there are some outdated ways they go about because they have that old, dad does the work and mom stays home with the kids and all that. So you'll find a few of those seeds in there through the teachings of where it's mainly about men. But ladies, you're just as capable as any man of doing anything you want to do. Some of my best mentors were women, even in online entrepreneurship, not just my teachers in school, but in my professional career. A lot of very powerful women taught me a lot of good stuff. So anyway, if you are watching Napoleon Hill, and I strongly encourage it, that'll be the next 2 hours you ever in the 13 separate videos. So you can break that down into little 13-minute bites. But that'll be the best 2 hours you ever spent. That right there is what really changed my life. Was when I watched that, I went, oh wow, that's it. Talking about the mind. And once you get this thing dialed in to where when you can see what you want, you can envision. I think they say if you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. And again, some of the stuff sounds cliche, but it's true. It's very, very true. Once you get this right, you can have a lot of success. Until you get this right, you're not going to have a whole lot. Okay, again, unless you just luck out. But even if you luck out, to continue it, to keep it going, you got to have this right. Okay, you don't have to be super smart. I'm saying understand what it's capable of. You don't have to be super book smart to be successful in life and with your business and anything you do. Again, I don't care if you want to be a better father, mother, teacher, student, anything. If you want to be better at it, you got to set your mind to it. You have to want it. So anyway, I'm not going to get too much more on my high horse there. I wasn't trying to be. I'm just trying to share with you what worked for me so much. And again, it's all about mindset. That's why I say that at the beginning of every one of my videos, your mindset. All right. So there it is. Those are ones that work for me. Check them out at your whim and fancy. And let me know if you got any questions. Drop down below. If not, it's Chaz here with your digital mindset. And I can't wait to see you on the inside. Thanks a lot.